telecommunication failure caused deadly attack on troops in Zamfara state. The attack on a forward operation base of Trump to deploy for anti-banditry operation in Zamfara state Saturday morning was added by the failure of communication among the fighting force, Daily Trust can report. Gunmen killed 12 security personnel, comprising 9 naval rating, 2 policemen, and a soldier during the raid on the base in Mutumji near the banditry ravaged town of Dansadau. Citing security source AFP news agency reported that the attackers stole weapons and also set houses on fire. The attackers stormed the base around 10:30 a.m. and engaged the troops in a fierce gun battle. One security source said they subdued the troops and killed 12 of them. They include 9 naval personnel, a soldier, and 2 policemen. The second security source confirmed the casualty. The base in Mutumji is described as a key site for logistics and reconnaissance in the army's fight against bandits in the area. No communication amongst troops. A credible security source told Daily Trust that bandits took advantage of the lack of security communication, gadget, and laid siege on troops at the Mutumji. Why the jamming of GSM in Zamfara has gone a long way in taming the bandit, it also has a negative effect on troops because communication along them was also extremely restricted. The source said most of the foot soldiers relied on normal phone network instead of any of the specialized communication gadgets that should be deployed during operation, such as the ongoing one in the northwest. Only the Trump commanders have military radio or walkie-talkie, meaning those in the front line would only use their personal mobile phones, which are no longer accessible. The bandits took advantage of this and attacked them at their forward operation base. As you can see, the attack was launched on Saturday, but it only came to the 4 days after. He said, another source said, there was the need to deploy specialized communication gadgets for the troops. The ban on communication in Zamfara and part of Katsina is not bad in the entirely, but the military high command should have taken note of the adverse effects on troops. Telecom suspension costly has no NSA clearance source. The security source told Daily Trust that the shutdown of telecom channels was not well thought out and bypassed due process of getting clearance from the National Security Advisor (NSA) Babagana Moguno, who oversees cyber security. What really happened was that Matawale made a request to Communication and Digital Economic Patami, who went directly to the president, who approved without input from the office of NSA. That decision has a national security implication. No country will disconnect the network without analyzing national security implication by that action. Several nation security surveillance capabilities that rely on the network were shut down before now. It will be inconceivable for NCC to do this without approval from ONSA. The security personnel said he could not ascertain if Patami acted without advice or purposely disregarded the NSA. But an aide of Patami said the directive to shut down telecommunications in Zamfara state was issued by President Muhammadu Buhari to top officials involved in the security issue. A media aide to Patami, Yusuf Abubakar, told Daily Trust that the minister couldn't have bypassed the National Security Advisor (NSA) to obtain a directive from the president as he isn't the official involved directly on the Zamfara security issue. Abubakar said the directive to shut down telecom sites came from the president and both the minister and NSA are working for president. I don't think there is any need for the minister to comment on it. More so, this is a security issue and everybody shouldn't be commenting on it. The minister is not the chief security officer to Zamfara and he has no different security role to play in the security situation there, how bandits bypass communication ban. Daily Trust gathered that the bandits whose activities were diversely affected by the jamming of communication network were devising means to bypass the blockade. One of them who spoke to Daily Trust said some of them were using Turaya satellite phones while others use Airtel and Glo. The two network nets whose service were still available in some part of the state. There are places where you can make calls if you have Airtel or Glo line, said Shehu Rekeb, a renowned bandit by phone. He boasted that they still could afford items they needed despite the ban on weekly markets and phone networks. But a source familiar with happening in Zamfara said most bandits have fled to places like Kebbi and Tureta in Sokoto State and Beniguari in Kaduna to escape the blockade in Zamfara. Kebe, who confirmed location of some of the bandits to Lamba Tureta is in Sokoto, said he and other kingpin remain within their known location in Zamfara. A military source said that they are on top of the situation, saying the bandits are seriously being dealt with by the combined security team. I cannot confirm to you the veracity of that isolated case, but what I can tell you is that we are all out against the bandits. They are at receiving end and enormous clearance operation are going on, he said, pleading not to be named. They said they have been directed not to talk to the media on the operation. This is not a media war. It is a serious operation and we have been directed not to talk to the media until bandits are cleared, he said last night. Senator Sedu Dansadao described the military operation in Zamfara state as successful, saying the people of the state are solidly behind it. Dan Sadao, who represented Zamfara Central Senatorial District between 1999 to 2007, said, I left Zamfara on Saturday. Honestly speaking, the ongoing operation is successful because of a lot of things are changing. The bandits, majority of them are on the run. By the grace of God, we are seeing a new beginning in the fight against the bandits. Majority of the people are not complaining because this is the problem that we have been suffering from in the past 10 years and now the government is tackling it. A chief army of staff, COAS, Lieutenant General Farouk Yaya, Monday resolved that they would no longer tolerate any excuse from the army commander who are leading the fight against terrorism and all other forms of security challenge in various theaters of operation across the country. Yaya, who stated this during the opening ceremony of combined second and third quarter chief of Army Staff Conference in Abuja, maintained that the Nigerian Army under his watch would remain resolute and continue to chart progressive path towards tackling all challenges befalling the country. The general resolution came a few hours after bandits attacked a military base in Zamfara, where a dozen of army personnel paid supreme price. Commanders must seize the initiative and commanders must take initiative. They must take decisive action to defeat the threats in their respective area of responsibility. I will not again take or accept any excuses. Gentlemen, failure is failure irrespective of the circumstance. The army chief also charged the troops to sustain the tempo in various theater of operation in order to rid the nation of all security threats. These people, they don't try, if you ask me, so you can share your take on this.